Graduates, you may sit. At this time, I'd like to come all up Shreya Howell, who will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Hello, welcome everybody. I am Shreya Howell, your senior class president. Now please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stay standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may now be seated.
I'm so happy everyone got the Zoom link. I'm just kidding. It's nice to see everybody here in person, and we are not on Zoom or doing a drive-through. On behalf, yeah, we should let that out. Come on. On behalf of the Santa Rosa High School administration, staff, faculty, and the class of 2021, I want to welcome our distinguished guests, Santa Rosa City School Board Member, Director Ever Flores, and Assistant Superintendent Steve Mazzera. I'd also like to welcome our Panther families and their guests. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Dr. Kimberly Leilani Johnson-Clissold, and I am the proud principal of Santa Rosa High School. I am I'm very grateful for many things this year, no more so than the ability tonight for us to be here together. I want to share my sincere congratulations with the class of 2021 and the family and friends who supported them to get here over the many challenges that happened over these last 4 years. I first met the class of 2021 on the first day of school of their sophomore year. It was when I began as principal here at Santa Rosa. And I have to say, it has been an adventure ever since. I want to be brief in this welcome because we're going to hear from 3 members of the class of 2021. So I will just impart a brief bit of a challenge. I'm borrowing some words from President Barack Obama. I challenge you, as you move forward, not to just get involved, but to fight for a seat at the table. And in fact, not just a seat at the table, but at the head of the table. Because when you sit at that head of the table, your next challenge is going to be providing seats for those who do not have them. To the class of 2021, I wish you all the future wisdom begotten by joy, not anguish. Enjoy this special day of celebration for all your accomplishments. It is now my privilege to bring your first speaker from the class of 2021 up to give her speech. I'd like to introduce Lael Joseph.
Ooh. Sorry, 1 second. Okay. Good evening, graduates, families, and staff. My name is Lael Joseph. I want to thank the entire administration for making this graduation possible and giving us a meaningful close to an unpredictable year. In preparation for this night, we've all thought a lot about what mattered most to us over the past 4 years, about the constants in our lives, about what brought, about what brought stability amidst chaos. Unlike some of the incredible minds in this class, I don't have a talent for creating art, making music, woodworking, auto shop, agriculture, dancing. But one thing I have developed over the last 4 years is a love of crossword puzzles. And of course, this wouldn't be a graduation speech if I didn't beat a cheesy metaphor out of this, so just indulge me for a moment or two. I used to think that our lives weren't so different from a crossword puzzle. Each person was like their own little individual grid, with their experiences filling the cells between the boundaries of the rows and the columns that they are born into, full of wrong answers and remnants of erased or scribbled writing still visible if we look hard enough. I realize now, after 4 years of filling my own grid, that I am wrong, or at least partially wrong. Unlike a normal crossword puzzle, our lives have no preset dimensions, no shaded or empty spaces, no clear boundaries, nowhere we cannot write ourselves into. Instead, I picture something like an endless blank crossword grid spanning the whole world, each person with their own starting cell. And as we live and learn, we add words and phrases and connections unrestricted by anything other than our own minds, until we grow into full-fledged crosswords. And along the way, of course, we come to junctions with others. Sooner or later, we all connect. We all connect. The words that we have written onto this world form something larger than ourselves, and nowhere in this boundless expanse is a lonely puzzle. Like these word games, we all can be understood by solving clues, discovering themes, and making connections. From each other's metaphorical puzzles, we grow separately and together. That's one theory anyway. The proof lies in the hundreds of intersections with others who have expanded our worldview, our opportunities, our education, our personality. The proof is you. The proof is the unity we've formed as we lent supplies and support to each other during fire evacuations, year after year without hesitation, as we huddled under desks together during lockdowns, and as we helped each other learn under the most terrifying existential conditions possible. The proof lies in the laughter shared between the cars at the Mr. Panther drive-in just 2 weeks ago, in the slightly stressed-out solidarity I felt walking through the DeSoto hallways again, and in the joy I see in everyone's faces tonight as we take the next step. I cannot claim to represent the collective experience of this class, nor can I claim to understand each person's individual journey, struggles, and triumphs. But what I do know is that in some way or another, through our shared experiences and the identity forged because of them, we have all connected and written a little piece of ourselves on each other. And whether we know it or not, we've written it in permanent ink. There's no erasing this part of our lives, only growing from it. Thank you. Now, Juan Torres will share some thoughts.
Maybe some of you guys won't understand me, so some of you guests should have a translated version of this. Buenas noches a todos. En nombre de la clase del 2021, me gustaría darle la bienvenida a familiares, amigos, personal y profesores. También me gustaría agradecer a los organizadores de la graduación por su gracia y dedicación al ayudarnos a realizar esta ceremonia para celebrar nuestro trabajo. Mi nombre es Juan Torres y sé que esta no era la forma en que imaginábamos que sería nuestro último año. Finalmente, hemos cruzado la línea de meta y cuando miremos hacia atrás en 4 años asombrosos, los recuerdos comenzarán a fluir. Abandonar la clase cada vez que no teníamos un trabajo completado probablemente será uno de nuestros recuerdos favoritos. Personalmente, yo extrañaré caminar por los pasillos y ver el desbordamiento de varias personas. También me alegro de haber tenido la oportunidad de ser parte de los anuncios de la escuela durante el poco tiempo que nos quedaba. Y aunque no pudimos hacer muchos de ellos, fue una gran experiencia que definitivamente recordaré toda mi vida. Hay una verdad universal que todos tenemos que enfrentar, nos guste o no. Todo eventualmente llega a su fin y por mucho que haya esperado este día, siempre me han disgustado los finales. A mis compañeros de clase me gustaría decirles, sean ustedes mismos y demuestren que los demás están equivocados al decir que no somos capaces de hacer lo que nosotros queramos. Todos somos capaces de hacer cualquier cosa que nos propongamos y aunque vamos por caminos separados, juntos nos levantaremos y divididos caeremos. Si pudimos superar los 4 años de la preparatoria, seremos capaces de superar cualquier otra cosa. Por mucho que extrañaré mi vida de adolescente en la preparatoria, extrañaré una cosa en especial. Y aunque la maestra Zavala no está aquí para decirlo conmigo, tendré que decirlo por los dos. If any of you guys know her phrase, say it with me. Por última vez, ok, chiquillos, saquen una hoja de papel. Espero verlos pronto. Gracias por su atención y felicidades a la clase del 2021. Now, I would like to welcome Shreya Thiagarajan to give some words.
Good evening, fellow students, staff, family, and friends. My name is Shreya, and I'm honored to be speaking in front of you all today. Those of you who know me and who have ever seen me present in class or give a speech might be asking yourselves why I, of all people, voluntarily chose to speak at graduation today. But when I thought about everything that this class had gone through these past 4 years, I knew I wanted to say something. We went into high school with all sorts of expectations, but our 4 years here have been more intense than we could even imagine. I remember feeling angry for a long time because we didn't have the normal high school experience, not even for 1 year. But then I realized there are no guarantees in life. Who promised us a traditional high school experience? The only thing that school has ever guaranteed is learning, and I am not just talking about finding out that there are way too many treaties of Paris in history. Right? I mean learning from experience. 1,389 days ago, we walked onto this campus for the first time as freshmen. Those first few weeks of high school were about us finding our bearings. It wasn't easy, but eventually we adapted, and soon it was okay. That was the first thing high school taught us. But then, just as we found our footing, the ground beneath our feet disappeared. 2 months into the school year, a devastating fire swept through our community and reduced many of our homes to ashes and left holes in our hearts. Adjusting to high school is hard enough as it is without having to survive such a traumatic experience. But as corny as it sounds, I know that we were all taught the importance of not taking anything for granted, and that our homes are not just made up of a house, but rather the people and community that we love. Just as we began to heal ourselves from the fires, the lockdowns came rolling in. But what was more shocking than the lockdowns themselves was how they were not even publicized because of how normal it had become to sit in a dark classroom hiding underneath a desk. We had to learn that sometimes in this world, you are just small. But I think these feelings of frustration and fear evolved into anger and determination for a lot of us. And so we protested. For our right to feel safe at school, for climate change, for women's rights, for social justice, and for equality. Over the past 4 years, we have learned how to rise up and make our voices heard. And then the world shut down. Suddenly, we were overwhelmed with intense emotions of isolation and helplessness as we watched this virus spread, robbing us of our greatly anticipated senior year. But this pandemic has also reminded us of the incredibly important effect that the people around us have on our lives, and that time is a gift, not a given. The past year has taken so much from us all, but it has also prompted us to reconsider life's fragility and to really genuinely appreciate those who we love. And that is what we learned in high school. Of course, we did, on occasion, learn actual academic things like how to write an essay or factor polynomials. But our education was so much more than what we did in classes. We were hit with isolation, PTSD, mental and physical exhaustion, and instability, but came out the other side having learned a great capacity for empathy, compassion, bravery, and strength. That is why we are resilient, not simply because we survived, but because we learned. I could not be more proud to be a part of this graduating class. I want to thank all teachers, staff, family, and friends who supported and guided us throughout the years. And a special thank you to my fellow graduates for sticking together and being there for one another through all of our shared experiences. So with that, I think it's time we get on to tackling our next greatest challenge and continue learning everything this world has to offer us. Thank you. Okay. Now, our Vice Principal, Ms. Correa, will present our class.
Are you guys ready? That sounded the same as out back there. Are you ready? That's a little bit better. Can I get it one more time? Are you ready? All right, row one. Stand up, please. Come on. Come on. Leslie J. Acevedo Cabello. Emil Alana Al-Bakari. Leslie Areli Alcantar Yanez. Sophia Elizabeth Anderson. Gianna Nicole Anderson. Giovanna Andreassi. Cesar Anguiano Herrera. Jose Aparicio Medina Jr. Natalie Elizabeth Argue. Ivan Arminta Sepulveda. Anissa Arroyo. Roberto Carlos Arroyo. Alexa Dominique Astobiza. Layla Azari. Ariana Yasamin Badre. Sophia Lele Badre. Timothy Bankston. Cassandra Barajas. Jacob Scott Barrett. Amy Wu Bell. Rebecca Ellen Beller. Ellie Jude Bertling. Joy Elizabeth Bessanen. Cooper Adam Bigelow. Genesis Pearl Blancaflor. Brianna Jewel Bergfeld. Henry Hoven Bowen. Ember Rose Broomfield. Drew Scott Brown. Calliope Desidee Brown. Row 2, go ahead and stand up. Row 1, you may sit down. Cecily K. Brown. Taylor A. Brown. Eliana Stefani Bruce. Romolo Gabriel Burns. Haley Samantha Butcher. Jada Olivia Byrne. Bianca Carol Canada. Caitlin Rose Cardiff. Ryan Anderson Carrier. Alex Carrillo Juarez. Jasmine Marie Carrillo Mayer. Emily Sandra Cates. Harrison Allen Coy. Alan Omar Cazares Tapia. Victor Sobreros. Cameron Scott Cervoni. Isai Gamiel Chichuk. Christina Marie Clifton. Daniela Contreras. Leticia Marie Contreras. Trenton Ernest Cooper. William Gregory Cornelius. Emily Grace Kelly Cortez. Azucena Cortez Buendia. Nicholas Alexander Castamagna. Haley Marie Crabb. Layla Desiree Craven. Jacob Gaston Crossan. Taylor Haley Crowder. Reynalda Joy Cruz. Row 3, you may stand up. Sean Paul Cullen. Henry Aaron Kuna. Benjamin Philip Curtin. Mason Thomas Dabney. Dax Logan De La Montaña. Lily Anna Delaney. Dylan Thomas DeCenso. Faris Alex Delgado. Erica Lynn Demers. Matthew David Dennison. Joshua Raymond Diamond. Caesar J. Diaz. Aaron Daniel Diaz. Clarissa Rose Diaz. Anthony Diaz Salgado. Lynn Din. Brody Diohep. Jack Dubé Dipple. Kathleen Duet. Malachi Justice Donaghy. Jack Riley Donovan. Sierra Jennifer Dory. Kona Keikoa Cameron Drafton. Jessica Duque Gonzalez. James Forrest Dutcher. Sarah Marie Egerton. John Franklin Ero. Isaiah Ethan Espit. Zaira Magali Escucha Cornejo. Elena Ann Evich. Row 4, you may stand.
Where's your water?
Down here.
Good for you. Way to go, bud.
Aiden Keith Fowler. William Fatu. Jonathan Rafael Favela Garcia. Yana Tatiana Feeney. Ella Sky Feely. Shai Fichtelberg. Crimson Faith Figueroa. Mark Flaherty. Mia Suzanne Fleischer de Kozen. Aiden Pfluger. Megan Dickey Foot. Nicholas Evan Fowler. Russell Bernard Franklin. Elijah Javier Frausto. Carl Jerome Sanchez Frizzy.
Congratulations. And remember, you take your mask off across stage for your picture. There you go.
Magdala Frederique Fry.
Congratulations to you. Be careful finding on that stage.
Matthias Thomas Fullerton.
Congratulations to you. Thank you very much.
Remington John Gack.
Congratulations. Be careful climbing up there.
Alethea Gann. Christian Nathaniel Garrison. Julia Natalie Gillette. Logan Wayne Glasscock.
Congratulations. Remember, you take your mask off across stage.
Caden Glasgow. Kobe Oscar Gong.
Congratulations.
Lindsay Margaret Graham. Zeke Carp Graham. Stephen Matthew Grahams. Julia Anjuli Green. Lily Jinju Green. Row 5, you may stand. Crystal Carriot Guerrero Cortez. Nikolai Ulysses Gertovoy. Yahir Laura Guzman Franco. Rodrigo Guzman Tapia. Cheyenne Marie Haynes. Olivia Paige Harmon. Amanda Rose Harrison. Aiden Sean Haggerty. Jocelyn Hernandez. Jorge Mateo Hernandez. Jose de Jesus Hernandez Gonzalez. Hannah Lorraine Hobaugh. Sophia Neong Oak Holt. Caden Evan Robertson Holt Allen. Mariah Jamate Howell. Julian Patrick Huss. Mia Lynn Ibanez. Colby Kevin Ingles. Elisa DeAndrea Ladybug Jackson. Parker Thomas James. Katie Hohen Jang. Nicole Hope Jimenez. Emily Johansson. Ash Johnson. Eric Allen Johnson. Lael Patricia Joseph. Sarah Helen Jocelyn O'Rourke. Chelsea Lynn Juarez Flores. Nolan Thomas Julian. Daisy Marie Keeler. Row 6, you may stand. Lauren Sophia Kelleher. Shaswat Raj Karel. Oliver Michael Kint. Drew King. Piper Lee Kirk. Traeger Lee Kittlestrom. Tyler Kong. Ruby Rose Cowell. Juliana Marie Lanzat. Rebecca Rose Lang. Michelle Renee Lapierre Rainking. Aurea Ortega LaRose. Ryan James Lawson. Finnegan Grant Liebert. Saul Leon Barrera. Braden Cole Leslie. Albert Arjun Jataruput Levine. Madison Taylor Leggett. Bella Marie Lipman. Andre Sebastian Lopez. Kenny Abdiel Lopez Tapia. Diana Lopez Orduna. Cheyenne Kenna Loof. Janelle Lewis Charles. Gianna Giovannini Lavelle. Shaylee Jolene Lazinto Ryan. Jonah Brandt Lucy. Anthony Lewis Macias. James Joshua Mackey. Row 7, you may stand. Avery Jane McNabb. Jelani Logan Michael McIndre. Tarcisio Magana. Gage Scott Malone. Natalia Maravilla Peñawa. Barbara Jean Amelia Martin. Kenneth Martinez. Shamar Martinez. Manuel Martinez Cruz. Kiana Taylor Mason. Angelia Kathleen Morans. Owen Rodney McCannell. Andrew Robert McCamey. Alicia Momo McCamey. Justin David McManus. Riley Lynn Means. Cynthia Medina Corazon. Erica Mendez Calderon. Lauren Elizabeth Mendoza. Isaiah Ali Miggins. Michaela Alexandra Milla. Alexander Troy Mintonye. Robel Lul Mogus. Mary Catherine Montrose. Kenneth Collins Moreno. Angelica Suzette Morgan. Lilith May Morris. Trevor Scott Morrison. Lillian Catherine Mora. Samantha Ann Murray. Row 8, you may stand. Duncan Alexander Nash. Joshua Michael Neese. Mackenzie Grace Nelson. Serena Isabel Nelson. Victoria Bauvi Wynn. Clayton Fairbank Nicholson. Emily Ann Norris. Rocco Tremonto Novia Reed. Trinity Ula Ochoa. Gaia Oishi Arndt. Omar Onate. Leslie Ordonez. Gerardo Gael Ortega. Anthony Alexander Ortiz. Uriel Ortiz. Yahir Steve Pacheco. Spencer Thomas Page. Esmeralda Palmerin. Osvaldo Palmerin. Adriana Papalazzi Avina. Mariano Paramo. Max Selden Parrish. Cheyenne Lynn Pavlovsky. Lyric Morgan Pearson. Guadalupe Perez. Juliana Jasmine Leanne Perez. Jacqueline Alejandra Perez Sandoval. Tu Han Pham. Olga Dominika Pilihovska. Row 9, you may stand.
More than half the table. Gone.
We got more.
I don't want to hear that.
We got lots. Madison Courtney Pipkin. Olivia Marie Pletkin. Diana Jane Polistina. Frances Marie Bernadette Pomeroy. Nevea Nisa Poa'u. Lotta Prosopin. Isadora Vermace Preciado. Violet Ashley Pribble. Aaliyah Karina Puludo. Lisbeth Alondra Ramirez.
Congratulations. Remember, if you want, you can take your mask off across the stage.
Aiden Marzoberon Ramsey. Julian Sequoia Wrestler. Vanessa Yvonne Reynolds. Christian Jason Ricci. Alejandro Rios Lopez. Mariana Rojas. Destiny Ruby Roman. Rebecca Roman Perez. Jonathan Romero Galindo. Estefania Romo Lamelli. Garrett Lamont Roris. Santana Elizabeth Rosales. Jesus Rosales Salgado. Amber Michelle Rudin. Iris Elon Ruderman. Connor Grayson Runyon. Pontus Gabriel Rydell. Angel Salvador Hernandez. Daisy Michelle Sanchez Hernandez. Connor Chase Sand. Row 10, you may stand. Maria Isabel Savin y Juarez. Brandy Jean Sheen. Michaela Marie Schultz. Nayeli Angelina Otto Larata Scott. Elena Kirilova Seabrook. Michael Sean Sedgwick. Jaden Alexander Cedillo. Stanley Wing Selden. Mateo Stephen Saliga. Isabella Angelina Serafini. Ria Sharma. Emily Silver. Katie Lynn Simpson. Alyssa Lucille Seipel. Harmony Jolene Sloan. Malachi Piekade Song. Alain Soriano Fuentes. Dylan Robert Sousa. Gabriel Gordon Spey. Olivia Page Stabler. Logan David Stein. Quade Russell Stewart. Sophie Rose Strawbridge. Emma Sage Strawbridge. Tony Suarez. Colin James Sullivan. Jamelin Anchita Tabor. Arpana Tamong. Maxwell Taylor. John Richard Terrell. Row 11, you may stand. Alyssa Ann Thomas. Logan Christopher Thompson. Milo Isidore Hill Thompson. Natalie Michelle Thompson. Shreya Nidhi Theagarajan. That was much better. Theo Silas Tiffany. Alejandro Luis Torres. Juan Torres. Belen Anai Torres. Luisa Victoria Trejo. Simeon David D. Trott. Sydney Faye Tyler. Fernando Javier Alva. Yakima Yorkieja. Miriam Grace Valencia. Leticia Kekalani Van Olst. Esmeralda Vargas Rios. David Anthony Vasquez. Isabel Vasquez Mendoza. Elizabeth Vasquez. Daniel Michael Vila. Vincent Mario Vila. Carson Isabella Walker. Sierra Gabby Souk Want. Sean Alexander Ward. Christian Moon Wazalewski. Grace Joanne Anitha Watts. Elias Adrian Weir. Avery Rose West. Row 12, come on down. There's only 12 minutes. I'm not doing it by row. Let's go row 12. They'll be forever known as row 12. Last 12? Yeah, this is last 12. I thought we had 13. Well, we might have. Tiger Lily May Wilkening. Aiden Harry Williams. Anastasia Jordan Wong. Laura Lynn Wright. Winter Nicole Wright. Tomuski Yamaguchi. Jade Isabel Zamudio Loyola. I'm sorry. Luz Marie Zaragoza. Anthony Zavalza. Ariana Zavalza Flores. Elena Marie Lloyd. Brenda Tapia Nunez.
Row 12, you may sit. And now, I'd like to welcome Director Ever Flores to accept the class of 2021.
All right, so it was really nice to see some familiar faces here tonight. My name is Ever Flores. I'm the trustee for Area 1, where Santa Rosa sits. Graduates, friends and family, Santa Rosa High School staff, on behalf of the Santa Rosa City School Board of Education, it is my pleasure to accept the class of 2021. Woo! I note that the members of the class have met the state and local requirements of the receipt of a diploma from Santa Rosa High School. As a duly elected board member, it is my sworn duty, and of course, my pleasure, to certify that all of our graduates have completed their courses of study. Therefore, Dr. Principal Kimberly Johnson Clisod is directed to issue to each class member the earned diploma of graduations. Congratulations, graduates! Woo!
As we close our ceremony tonight, we have opened all of our gates around the field. Graduates and families, please find a quiet place to gather on campus, or a loud one, and have plenty of space to share and celebrate. At this time, I'd like to ask the class of 2021 to rise. And to take your tassels and move them to the other side. Congratulations, you are now graduates of Santa Rosa High School! Woo!
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally.